Hey guys, okay, so it is Friday Fun Day and I wanted to talk about this palette. This is the Boudoir Noir palette from Colourpop, and I have been on the hunt for a palette that has green eyeshadows in it, and they had a couple. They have a lot of palettes coming out all the time. This is, by the way, this is the first eyeshadow at all that I've tried from Colourpop. I've tried a couple of their concealers, foundations, but never any of their color cosmetics. So this is going to be a first for me. But anyway, I have been looking and looking for a palette that has green eyeshadows in it. I don't know what happened to my collection, but I feel like I've got a lot of blues, I've got a lot of like purpley colors and stuff like that, but I don't have a lot of greens. So when I saw this one come out, I was like, yes, that is exactly what I'm looking for. So on camera, this is looking a bit more green. In real life, this is more of a like a brownie kind of green. So I think on the eyes it's going to come off just looking brown, but I mean, we'll see. This one though, that green one right there, that one is green. So but it's kind of like, in my opinion, this is like wearable green, kind of muted, dulled down tone, so that if you want to have a little bit of green in your outfit, you're not going to be like green. Now if you want to be like crazy green and all this and that, and you're okay like with that kind of a look, then more power to you, you know, you go for it. But if you're looking for something that's a bit more wearable for like the everyday woman that's not looking to make a big statement and is not looking to be an artist and is not looking for any of that, but just everyday women that are looking for a little bit of green, I think this is a good one because they're all kind of muted colors. You've got a couple of, you know, sparkly shimmery shades, but they're all, in my opinion, they're all very wearable. It's not just like people are going to be like, she got a lot of makeup on, you know. I think this kind of a palette will do that. So yeah, so what I'm going to do today is just do a quick eye look. Now I wanted to do like a fancy holiday kind of look today, but I just don't think I'll have time, and I won't be able to kind of live my real life with a makeup look that's a crazy holiday look on a day where I'm just going to Walmart to pick up a few grocery items, you know. So if that's how you do your life, then you go right for it, but that's not how I do mine. I'm not afraid of color or afraid of colorful looks. It's just not an appropriate time at this point to have a crazy look like that. Not that I ever do crazy looks. Mine are all pretty subdued. But what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just do like a sort of I would say mid-range look. So it's not completely like, you know, one eyeshadow and you're done, but it's not going to be like full glam either. So I would say right in the middle, right in between. That's what I could do for you guys today. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I like palettes. I know this is going to take forever. I like palettes that kind of give you the option, like this right here could be a look like a trio, this right here could be a trio, and then they've got some extras here, you know. So I like it when the palette kind of sets you up for success, instead of like you're sitting there looking at all these colors like, well, what goes with what? How do I pull this off? So usually, and I'm not a teacher, but I'm just gonna say that usually you can't go too wrong if you do a you know, a gradient of light, mid-tone, deeper, you know, which is what you have right here, light, mid-tone, and a deeper shade. Then you can deepen it up even more if you want here, and then of course here as well. Then you can add like, you know, one of these shimmery, glittery shades somewhere where you want it, you know, to look shimmery and glittery. So, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with this shade right here. It's the Deja Vu, and I'm just gonna put that all over my eye from, you know, lid to brow. I have a little bit of a crease right there, but I think this is going to kind of take care of that. I kind of feel that I would like, these shadows, I don't know if you can kind of see that at all. Kind of hard to see, but it is kicking up a little bit of dust. So that's that. I kind of would like in a palette like this, something one like shade lighter than this, or just a bit lighter than this, so you can kind of, for pale girls like me, I need it a little bit lighter right here, so if I wanted to do a brow bone highlight. Otherwise you're left with this one, which is really shimmery. It's a little bit, in my opinion, that would be too shimmery for my brow bone, and it's not even light enough, I don't think. So there's the first shade, Deja Vu. Again, I'm just gonna put that from lash line to brow bone all the way up. And even that's just pretty. Like, I could walk out of the house right now and we're good to go with makeup. I mean, obviously if I put on some mascara and stuff. All right, and I know some of you are gonna be like, don't blow the powder off, that's disgusting. I don't care. This is my own personal palette, so I wouldn't do that to yours. But I do that to mine and I don't care. All right, next one, I'm just gonna go right down to the shade Desire. Colourpop came out with a ton of palettes, and I was eyeing a lot of them, but I was really looking for something with green, and this one was perfect for what I was looking for. So I'm really glad. I was about to purchase some different ones, and I'm glad I waited because this is exactly what I was looking for. This just really is making me think of fall and winter time. These are very nice shadows. They're blending out really well. I will say this about Colourpop shadow palettes. If you find one that you love and are like, you know, thinking about, and you really love it, you might want to buy it just because they discontinue them. So there was a couple that I wanted, and I kept looking at them and thinking it over, and by the time I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get it, they were gone. So that's something to think about as well. Okay, the next one I'm gonna go to is Silk Sheets. And I'm gonna get a smaller brush. If I can find it, of course, they're always hiding from me. So this is a BH Cosmetics number 6 brush. It's a little bit smaller than that fluffy brush that I was using, which was a Morphe brush, by the way. So again, shade Silk Sheets, and I'm just really gonna barely tap into it. I don't want too much, and I wanna be able to build it up if I want to, but I don't wanna go in with too much and then have to figure out how I'm gonna fix the mess, you know? And I will say this brush is softer than that Morphe one. The Morphe one is a little bit more rough, and that also causes it to pick up more shadow. Okay, now that would be enough, I think, for like going to work or whatever. But if you wanted to deepen it up just a bit more, I would use this shade, which I'm gonna go ahead and do just the tiniest bit. So I'm gonna take a very small brush. I've got 2 that I could probably use. Either one of these 2 would work. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Morphe one. And I'm just gonna dab just a little bit of this one, which is called Vibin. I don't know, I'm not hip, so I can't say these words right. And even that's not really that dark, so it's not looking too crazy. Now, you ladies, I just had my birthday on yesterday, and so I'm 42 now, and the older I get, the more my lids are starting to hood up a tiny bit, so my makeup techniques may change because of that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this shade called Good Night on my lid. You really don't need much. They're very, very pigmented, very sparkly. And for me, this could actually just be a holiday look because I feel like it's very like subtly glamorous, you know, with the metallic right on the lid like that. Very pretty. Crow's feet. What a bummer, right? Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and put just the teeny tiniest bit of the mid-tone shade called Desire underneath the outer corner of my lash line right here. Just the tiniest bit. Yeah, that's good enough. I have to be very careful because my eyes are downturned and I don't want, looking for a brush, I don't want the shadow to drag my eyes down more. Got a little bit of that glitter right there, so I'm gonna kind of take that off a little bit. And again, there's not really a inner corner highlight kind of shade, so I'm going to go ahead and take this one, which is the Illuminator shade from this Ulta palette. I'm just gonna put the tiniest bit right here. Just a tiny bit. I mean, there's already enough sparkle. I don't really need that probably. And then I think I will use this shade right here, the highlight shade from this Ruby Kisses palette on my brow bone. And then just to go over the whole thing, I usually do this just to kind of make sure everything looks blended and not crazy. I'm going to take a larger brush and just kind of go over the edge so that I feel like everything's well blended and not like a stark line between the colors. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some mascara, and I have really been liking this one, the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High. It is really nice because it doesn't burn my eyes and it doesn't smudge. It's kind of like, I have a review on this, but it is a tubing mascara. Like, it doesn't claim that, but that's what it is, because when I remove it, it comes off in like little tubes. So it just, I'm not sure if that type of a mascara has a special formula that is better for my sensitive eyes, but it does work very nicely. I wipe a lot of the excess product off, of course, like I tell you guys all the time, just because I don't need that much on my lashes. It just starts to stick them together and make me look like I actually have less lashes than I really do. But I do feel like you can kind of work with this brush and separate them pretty well. You may have noticed that I cleaned off my office. Look at my pillows. I didn't even realize they were like opposite. So my office has been cleaned up, but it is not out of commission, you guys. I have been so busy making 1,000 dolls. And I'll probably go ahead and put my, I don't know if it'll be a link or not, but it'll be like the name of my Etsy shop. So if you guys are interested, if you are wondering what I'm talking about, if you are curious or whatever, then you can go take a look at that. Anyone that's new. Yeah, for me, this is a little bit much for every day. On the viewfinder or in the camera, it's looking like not that much, but in real life, it's a bit more than I would just normally do. It doesn't look bad. It's just a little bit out of my comfort zone because I don't usually go this much on the eyes for every day. So let's see. I think I'll just leave the lip. Today I've got, this is the Marvelous Moxie Bare Minerals lip gloss in the shade Superpower. I wear this all the time as like a nude because it's kind of like a gold glitter sparkle lip gloss, but it makes a perfect nude lipstick. And for blush today, I have got the e.l.f. Bite Size Blush and Highlight in the shade Watermelon, which is very lovely. I've got the highlight on as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think next week I will go ahead and do like a holiday, really glam look with this palette. I want to use some of the greens, and I'm thinking about using this glitter, so I'll probably pick up like a glitter adhesive or a glitter glue today while I'm out. Let me just give you a little bit of a look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. So yeah, so I really like this palette. Really great for if you're looking for a not too crazy green eyeshadow palette. And the shades, I mean, the formula is good. I'm sure you guys know all about Colourpop, but really good, really inexpensive. I think it was, it might have been $18, but it might have been less. I'll try and get that in the description if I remember. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, like my video, and ding my bell. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.